This is the story of the Honda Ridgeline Kit. Part number 2020. So the Ridgeline Kit was kind of an accident or a funny thing that happened. I was out having a beer with my friend who's a very big Honda advocate, and he asked me if we were going to do a Ridgeline Kit. He'd really liked the gray Honda Ridgeline show truck they'd had at SEMA that was lifted on 33s. It looked really cool. And he was just considering maybe he would get rid of his Honda car and get a truck. So I said, yeah, sure, we'll make a lift kit for you whenever you're going, because I knew he would never go in. And he never did. He ended up posting that on one of the Honda forums, and nothing happened for months. Nobody cared, nobody contacted us. One day, we get a phone call from a guy named Mitch Kelly of Kelly & Sons, a really custom car body shop in California. They've done a lot of SEMA vehicles for Hyundai and for Kia, and Honda commissioned them to make the Honda Ridgeline motocross truck that was going to go to all the motocross events. So since it was going to be a motocross truck, and Honda had that SEMA vehicle before with that really slick-looking silver gray Ridgeline, Mitch gets on the Googles and starts looking around for Ridgeline lift kits and finds this one post by my buddy, and that's it on the entire internet. So he calls us, is it ready? And we had not thought a single thing about it since then, so that began the mad scramble. My friend, the Honda enthusiast, knew a guy who was the service manager at the local Honda dealer. He had a buddy that had just bought the first Ridgeline that had gotten on the lot, and this guy, his name is Curtis, he was interested in having a lifted Ridgeline. So that was really good. Everything lined up kind of nice for us there. So I get this call from Curtis, and he only has one request. He wants his Honda Ridgeline to be a Harley Davidson Honda Ridgeline. Now I'm a bike enthusiast. I have lots of motorcycles, and I just couldn't quite grasp that. He had explained it to me a couple times that he wanted us to lift the truck, and we gave him the kit for free, and installed it, of course. And we made him a Harley Davidson logoed billet grille, and then he pinstriped it just like the F-150 Harley Davidson truck that you could get at the time. But that was the craziest thing to me, the Harley Davidson Honda Ridgeline. So we get his truck in, we rip it apart. We'd never done a reverse and strut lift before, and the first thing we do is we drop the strut right onto the CV boot and slice it deeply in half. This truck is going nowhere with that boot. And it turns out, since the Ridgeline was so new, you couldn't get a new boot for 3 weeks. So there we are, we have the truck apart. We can't even tell if the lift kit works for 3 weeks. Deadlines are zooming up. At the end of the day, it worked out pretty well. I got to drive the race truck around a little bit. It turned out gorgeous. There's photos of it all over the internet. Curtis got his Harley Davidson Honda, and we fixed his CV boot, no problem. And now the Ridgeline's been quite a good seller for us since 2005, I guess. Anyway, so if Curtis hadn't have wanted a Harley Davidson Ridgeline, Honda wouldn't have gotten their race truck, and that's the whole story. As always, if you have any questions about the Ridgeline kit, give me a call at 888-660-5892, extension 8. I'm Greg. Talk to you later.